Welcome back to Living Local. We are well into the severe weather season here in the Midwest. Severe weather has always presented challenges, but advancements in technology and an explosion of interest by meteorologists in storm chasing have helped to unravel some of the mystery. Pictures and videos they take and the data they collect has contributed greatly to our understanding of the complex storms. And joining me in studio here at Local 4 News, we are proud to have our own storm chasing professional, and we're happy to welcome our very own Kholby Martin to the show here today. Thanks for being here, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, we appreciate it. So, Kholby, just give us a little bit of a background into your history with weather and how you got started with chasing.
Well, I remember when I was really young, my father, he has a snow plowing business, and we used to go out late at night plowing snow, and I was only probably 3 or 4 years old, and we'd be, plowing all night in these big blizzards, and I loved it. I don't know, I was up all night just, looking at snow and stuff, and as I grew older, we'd go out and start storm chasing, just go out in the country and look at the storms roll in, and that progressed for, my passion for weather just kept on growing and growing, and eventually I'm like, why not go to school for it and learn about it? And I graduated from Western Illinois University in 2013 with a degree in it, and slowly began storm chasing it on my own. And starting in 2010, it started taking off.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. It really started from a young age. It's similar to my story. I feel like that's similar for the weather community at large as well.
Absolutely.
Everybody, for me, it's always an interest in weather sparks somewhere young.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And this is something you started with your dad as well. I mean, what does it mean to you to have that connection with your dad and to have that history?
Yeah, it's great. He's very adventurous, loves, is very outgoing, and I definitely have gotten that from him. And like I said, one of the more memorable experiences that I remember was back in 2003 when Utica got hit, and we actually were able to get in there a couple days after the tornado struck and was actually able to see the damage and get in there. And I remember taking photos and videos and everything, and that's a memory that I'm going to have, the rest of my life.
Absolutely.
And from there on, it just continued to grow.
Yeah, absolutely. So we know you do chasing locally in our neck of the woods, but you also travel around to more active parts of the country. So what's your process of deciding when and where to chase?
Yeah, just like most meteorologists, how they make a forecast several days in advance, it's the same thing that you guys look at that I'm looking at. I will look at these weather models and depict several days or even a week out a general area of where the ingredients are going to come together for severe thunderstorms. And then if I think there's going to be a good shot at maybe a tornado, I will usually leave within a day or 2 days and get out there and hope something good happens.
Yeah, for sure. And you've been everywhere, pretty much. Tell us about some of the most exciting or memorable or biggest things that you've seen.
One thing that I can remember, it's actually going to be the 4-year anniversary this Saturday on June 22nd, back in 2015, was the Taylor Ridge tornado, which we all remember just tracked just south of here. And we had been on that storm for most of the afternoon across Iowa, but it really wasn't doing much, and it ended up hitting an outflow boundary south of town, and then literally within 10 minutes it hit, the tornado produced, the storm did, and it was on the ground for probably 10 to 15 minutes, and we were about a half mile south northwest of it actually as it tracked east, and got awesome video of it.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. And a couple years ago, you actually went out to chase a hurricane for us. Tell us about that experience.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, a lot of people probably remember Hurricane Irma that hit Florida. And my chase partner, Ethan, and my father, we flew down to Miami, Florida. We were down there for about 5 or 6 days. We actually ended up staying in our condo for 3 nights. But I'll tell you what, what goes on in a hurricane is just, there's no other experience to have sustained 90, 100 plus mile-an-hour winds for hours on end, being on the beach, seeing these massive 10, 15-foot waves come in. I mean, there's nothing else like it. Such an adrenaline rush.
Yeah, for sure. I've never had the pleasure of seeing a tornado, but I have seen plenty of hurricanes in my day from growing up out on the coast, and it's wild. It's wild what they can do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're big. And that leads me into the next question. I mean, we have to stress that this is extremely dangerous vocation. In addition to your education and experience, you have access to a lot of technology in your car, and that's something you've showcased here at Local 4 before. But tell us just a little bit about your chase vehicle and what kind of equipment you use in it.
Yeah, I've had several chase vehicles over the years, from vans and cars, and my recent one that is my second season with is a 2014 Ford Explorer, 4-wheel drive. I've got great room in it.
A lot of good technology too.
A lot of great technology.
Yeah.
I've got a ham radio scanner in there, and I've got my laptop set up, all my camera mounts, so I'm able to constantly, check the weather and have up-to-the-date technology, which is huge when you're out there.
Yeah.
So it's an awesome vehicle. I can't complain about it. Love it, and I'm gonna keep with it until it doesn't go anymore.
And how often do you get confused for a cop? Because it kind of looks like kind of looks like a cop car.
Oh yeah, all the time people pull up, or if they see me, they'll start slowing down or pull over, and I'm like, no, it's just the vehicle I wanted.
Because you got the laptop and it's an Explorer too.
Exactly.
That cracks me up. That's awesome. So tell us just a little bit more about some of your more successful chases. I mean, it's taken you as far as Texas before, right?
Oh yeah. Texas, Oklahoma. I've been down to Arkansas, Alabama. I mean, you name it. Where I've been. One thing I will remember with my best friend Russ was right when we got out of college. We set up my brand new chase vehicle. We were up till about midnight, 1 in the morning, setting it up. We drove all the way out to west central Kansas on May 18th, 2013, and we ended up getting a very strong EF4 tornado about 3 hours after we had arrived.
Wow.
We'd been on the ground for 20 minutes, completely photogenic. I mean, just unbelievable. We ended up seeing 3 tornadoes that day, and it'll be something I'll remember the rest of my life.
That's awesome. That's really, really awesome. Probably one of the last questions I want to ask you, and something that I feel is a very big issue today with the culture of storm chasing becoming so popular. It presents its own challenges, specifically in how many people are out there chasing at one time. I mean, what's that challenge like, and what would you talk to people about if they were interested in storm chasing and wanting to get into it?
Honestly, I would say one of the biggest factors when I'm out storm chasing is it's not the storm itself, it's the driving aspect of it. There's so many, just a couple weeks ago we were out, there was literally hundreds and hundreds of chasers on this one storm. It would take 15 minutes just to turn on to a county road to be able to continue following the storm.
Wow.
So then you're constantly, you're looking at data, you're trying to chase the storm, but you've also got to look out for other chasers. And then at nighttime, you've got animals. So you've got to watch out for deer, whatever else is out there. So that can, definitely, be very challenging at times.
Yeah, absolutely. Important to just very carefully consider a career in this and go about it in the right way.
Yeah, and as far as if you're looking to get into storm chasing or want to know more, I would definitely recommend taking a storm spotting class, in your local area. But on top of that, go with someone that's experienced. I mean, that's what I did for several years, and I just sat in the back seat and I learned everything from a local chaser down in Macomb. And then once I felt comfortable enough, I went out on my own, and that's where I am today.
Yeah, doing it the right and doing it the safe way.
Absolutely.
For sure. Awesome. Well, Kholby, thank you for being here. We really, really appreciate it. If you want more information, you can visit our website, ourquadcities.com. We'll be back with more Living Local right after this.